Pakistan has secured another major tranche of IMF financing with the International Monetary Fund approving the latest review of the country's reform program and clearing the way for the release of $1.2 billion. The approval came during a meeting of the IMF Executive Board in Washington, D.C. on Friday and was later confirmed in Islamabad by Finance Minister Mohammad Aurangzeb, who described it as a sign of continued confidence and Pakistan's reform efforts. The latest disbursement includes around $1 billion under the Extended Fund Facility and another $200 million under the Resilience and Sustainability Facility. With this release, total disbursements under the Pakistan's current IMF program have now reached roughly $4.5 billion. The IMF said Pakistan had met key structural targets linked to tax reforms, energy pricing adjustments, and fiscal discipline, while also maintaining macroeconomic stability despite growing global uncertainty. In its statement, the fund said Pakistan's economic performance had improved under the program, pointing to stronger GDP growth, a broadly balanced current account, and foreign exchange reserves, rising to $16 billion by the end of December 2025. But the IMF also warned that the external environment has become more challenging, particularly because of ongoing conflicts in the Middle East and rising global commodity prices. The fund noted that inflation pressures in Pakistan had increased due to higher international energy prices, feeding into domestic electricity and fuel tariffs. It said these adjustments were necessary to improve the financial health of the energy sector. IMF Deputy Manager Director Nigel Clark said Pakistan now needs to maintain tight macroeconomic policies while accelerating reforms to withstand future shocks and sustain long-term growth. The IMF stressed that Pakistan should continue broadening its tax base, improving compliance and maintaining gradual fiscal consolidation to strengthen resilience and credibility. The fund also pushed for continued reforms in the energy sector, including regular tariff adjustments to contain circular debt while protecting vulnerable consumers through targeted support. At the same time, the IMF called for faster progress on privatization, restructuring of state-owned enterprises and governance reforms aimed at strengthening anti-corruption institutions and improving the business climate. Pakistan is currently operating under a $7 billion 37-month IMF program designed to stabilize the economy through fiscal reforms, tighter monetary policy, and structural changes aimed at long-term growth. An IMF mission is now expected to in Islamabad on May 15 for talks on the upcoming federal budget and next phase of reforms. Analysts say the approval is likely to provide short-term stability to financial markets and help strengthen Pakistan's external financing position at a time of rising global economic uncertainty.